Coming off of a 13.8 rebound performance. Omer, and that one would start. The Hawks 1-2 in Summer League this week. They've lost one and lost so far. Their last game a loss to Philadelphia, 96-88. That was on Thursday. This is a back-to-back for the Heat.
Offense and those long passes that Atlanta's been so great at here in Vegas, so that's a good start.
Yurtseven draws two, still twisting his way into a make. He has been as impressive as anybody that I've seen that came in off the radar, if you will. And a turnover here, stops play at 7:39.
Yeah, he kind of faded in the second half of yesterday's game, but right here, just the patience and establish him against this Atlanta Hawk defense.
Now, you did point out yesterday when we had the Miami Heat that you got to be careful with this. The 16-footer or even a couple more feet back. He does have a couple of three-pointers.
I mean, he can get anywhere on the floor he wants to right now.
Giroux trying to probe a little bit. Outside, here's that three ball by Yurtseven. Drew Smith back in. We watched him play a lot of backup point guard yesterday for Miami. Same role today. Took two bumps. Strike. Pretty good second quarter, gang. And there's the swat at the other end. Yurtseven hangs on to the loose ball. Out to Strus. Dial it up.
And Bam Adebayo lead over the last few years has been extremely beneficial. He said those two just stay so consistent with their emotions. They never get too high or too low. That's exactly what he's trying to do.
A player to a multi-year contract guy. He is secured and will be a part of that roster. $3.5 million a year coming up.
And that's inspirational.
Lob it up.
He's around the rim, plays with a ton of energy. I'm just very impressed with his all-around game.
Tight quarters into your Purcell, beg your pardon. Inside, Yurtseven took a little the New Orleans native, Giroux, working here up top. Off that high middle screen by Yurtseven. Elbow jumper, got tipped almost.
Isn't the hardest part? It's going back up. That can be a little challenge.
Shape with China, come on. Yurtseven fumbled it. There's a whistle as he went for the.
I mean, same thing. You know, contact above the shoulders. The only thing.
Intermission. Giroux trying to get it back inside. Fires into contact. Shoots into the contact. No whistle. That's the good call. That's the adjustment this year.
And also take away some opportunities for the Hawks, some easy buckets that they got in the first half.
Giroux thinking pass. Yurtseven thought he was going to shoot the floater, stayed down to catch, and goes up blindly over his shoulder.
Learning each other with every game and getting more chemistry. When listening to Nate McMillan, that's the thing that came to mind when he talked about his team's turnovers and wanting to be better in that aspect. But these guys haven't played together a ton. There's
one-on-one with Johnson. Now drive with the kick. 2-foot jump stop. Just off the mark. Guess who's there? Yurtseven.
He does. I mean, and the way he runs on the tip of his toes, he's very light on his feet, and I think that's why who's sitting to our left. A note from him, Yurtseven with that three-pointer now has he has 11 of Miami's points in the third quarter.
He's also got a knockdown as well.
Just smooth. Beautiful release. Nice touch. And that's always your concern with a big man, right?
17 shoes. So he's about 1.5 feet already behind the three-point line by the time he rises for the long one.
I think my nephew wears a size 17, and I don't know that we're finding shoe to me.
Tell you what, there was a shoe store in Atlanta, and the name is escaping me right now. And there are people yelling at their television because they know the name of the shoe store. But in Atlanta, he carried all the sizes and styles that the players needed.
Well, then I should know because I live in Atlanta.
Yes. Yurtseven, soft hook, soft touch.
He just took it to the next level.
Miami's lead at 5. Strus dumps it inside. Scope
plays off on either end of the floor, and even when he doesn't get the rebound, or he might just get
perspective as well.
Oh, but we're not talking about him doing these things against NBA rosters. We're talking about him doing it in this space in
Field for the lead. About bruised the backboard on that one. Yurtseven back in. He had a big-time third, and he fumbles that one over his shoulder. Foot race to the other end. Shot candidates so far, with a lot to be decided here over today and tomorrow. Strus for three.
Contact that Strus takes before letting it fly. I don't see how he has the balance to continue to nail shots that way.
Line where he is 2 for 4 today. Pacers and Thunder follow this one on ESPN2. Mays backs it up. Mays shoots over Giroux. Left that short. Yurtseven tracks it down.